We are live. And by that, give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Actually, give me like 2 more seconds. Wait for this thing to drop over on my end. And I think I've mentioned it before, but I do rely on a second monitor to have a thing on my chat up. Give me like whenever it wants to boot up. We're not going to talk about how the fact that I cook way too much with the in there. So my plastics that I had, I made like 20 more. I ended up doing the equivalent of like 100, like 200-ish. I know you have like 100, what, 85 I think. So yeah, it's like 150, 25, and I think 10 for the terracotta. I know because I funded all 4 of those trophies by myself for my guild. Plan. I know for a fact I did it myself entirely for the trophy room because everyone else was busy. Chat's actually pulled up now. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I did, I apologize. Okay, we're good. But yeah, I also in the interim had so much standing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pull a Caliban a whole bunch. I'm gonna take care of my Photomotivore and actually get a build for it. Had to stop a couple of times because I needed Blood Rush. I wanted to initially do Slash, and I'm like, well, Slash is a lot more underwhelming than I thought it would be, because it just turns your 30% into a 60% for your status chance.
More of the enemy.
So like, if it was a full doubling to your status chance, like if you had like a 70% and turned it into a 140, I'd be like, okay.
That's the last of them. Objective is secure.
No, I'd actually warrant it and be like, okay, that's pretty good. I'm willing to run that. But it was either that, which like, okay, not worth it. I know I could still get like a 100% guarantee, but I don't think it's worth it at that point. I'm just gonna do a little bit more while I'm yapping. Because this is kind of easy to just mindlessly do. But, you know what I'm saying, so you end up having all that. Oh, goodness. Here's my drink.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Okay, so I ended up stopping to get a couple mods. I'm like, okay. Blood Rush should be great for the crit. The status chains ain't gonna be worth it. I was gonna make it really status heavy. But as I said, 60% ain't gonna cut it. Especially when, you know, that could be the difference of having like a 96 versus a 140 type thing. Like 140, 160. Like, obviously, I'm gonna take something else. Puncture gives me a whole bunch of range. It's either that or just a bunch of attacks. Now, I have a ribbon. I originally had a slash ribbon. I recycled it a couple times. Ended up getting crit damage again. And I got attack speed. So I'm like, okay, I don't mind running the puncture. I know puncture isn't the best status. I'd rather have impact, to be honest with you. But puncture giving 1.5 meters extra, you know, it turns it from a 2.5 to a 4. I have a full reach mod. I have a base reach mod, like a base, but you know what I mean, like the non-prime version. I have the regular reach, fully maxed out, automatically included. Now, don't get me wrong, having what is consistently like a 2 times attack speed for running melee would be amazing. Because I have like a 1.7-ish then. If I had like 40%, I'd have like a 1.7 at base. Rogue Crash or something? Nope. Huh.
Our position has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
I know some guy smug person could be like, oh, it was
Stay focused.
post migration. It's
There's
like,
a
no,
heavy
what
unit
happened?
approaching.
No, host is
You are
absolutely still here.
surrounded
It's
by
the same
greedy
guy.
Marines.
I'm pretty sure he's the same guy. I absolutely could be wrong. And if I am, okay, unless... Like, I'm pretty sure he's still here, though. Thought we had 2 Calibans.
Reinforcements
Well,
available.
3 Calibans,
Do you
actually.
choose to leave now
'Cause I'm
or
Caliban as
continue
well.
fighting? Continue to defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
I'll have to look over. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter. I'd be like, I'll look over the footage and check. I'm like, no, it doesn't even matter. Plus, the point's too far back anyway. I could just go back and look. It doesn't matter. It's a small thing. I may actually get my Quantum Vandal out. I'm here to level this thing. Caliban I usually level. This thing is weird because it simultaneously has like a chance to do dummy amounts of damage, or it does like 100 damage, but it also has a really good fire rate and multi-shot built into it, where it's like, you know, even still, I don't know. To be fair, I haven't leveled this thing enough anyway, and I don't have a ton of mods on it. I think I have like 3 mods on it, so it also isn't doing the most amount of damage. Like, I know I've seen a few people use it here and there. To be fair, I imagine this is more of a primary status
There's a
inflictor,
heavy unit approaching.
considering it has so much status chance built into it innately. It's like 45%. It is weird. To be fair, it's probably good with like several Archon, not Archon, Arcane rather, several Arcanes. Bro's coming to cook me! I'm sorry I had to murder the Jackal 15 times. Man would not drop the one mod I needed.
Your sentence is death.
Why are you the Shadow Stalker?
This one will remain.
That's weird. You know what I bet? I wonder if it's a change because the fact we got a guy that's like, maybe, we get 2 guys that maybe, I would say rank 19 probably has. Rank 14, I wonder if rank 14 has done Jade Shadows. Or if like maybe the rank 19 hasn't. Obviously the Legend 5 has. And I know I have. Why wouldn't I get Protected Stalker? May look foreign to me for a moment. That or like maybe even if I don't Jade Shadows, there's a certain couple enemies that would automatically. I don't know.
Unless you can handle more of the enemy. We're done here. The extraction team will take over from here. Time to evacuate.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, no, I was not expecting Shadow Stalker instead of Protector Stalker for some reason. That's weird. Not on there. That's adversaries. Not the right area. Yep, I do Protector Stalker, yeah. I feel like I have him. As you can see, he's got the Smoking Body thing there, Endo, Stalker Sigil. So he's got the stuff there compared to, like, this guy should not have shown up. I really don't know why he did. As I said, my guess is that maybe someone didn't have Shadow Stalker, or still has Shadow Stalker, but didn't have the Protector Stalker unlocked. I'm not sure. I'm gonna put the. I'll just keep this out for a little bit longer. So we'll go do. Okay, this thing looks like a really weird bow though. Like if you were to put this, flip it backwards, and this to flip it backwards, I would fully expect this thing as a bow. It's just weird enough. It is just weird enough.
Stand by while
That,
I
like, the
analyze
Quanta
intelligence
Vandal, I could
profiles of the
absolutely
Brigadier.
see being.
Error, not a number.
Cause like I hold
Did the
on to
operator
this. I
enjoy
kind of
this
just bought it because I
criticism?
kind of needed to get this eventually knocked out. But yeah, as you can see, I have this now.
Ready
I
to
haven't
kick.
finished. Think of, like, I've only put a couple formas on this thing. I put forma then unforma the same thing. Like as you can see, I got all of this. And, like I still have enough spots. I don't really have any kind of Exilus mods that I really care about. Like I know, oh, Tenokai is awesome, and I'm like, eh. I mean, the combo count is great. The parry's okay, but let's get this. I wish I had a drawback so it could be a little bit better, but considering the amount of rerolls I had to do, I'm really not feeling it. I'm like, this is at least fine. This is already up to the same amount that it would be with base. I can still upgrade it further. This I need to finish. This I need to finish. It's like I need like 35k here. Another 23k, so that's 58k roughly. And on top of that, that's like 73,500. As you can see, we have half of that. Though to be fair, all those mods are going to help out. And it's like, to be fair, it's only a small boost. I know any boost is any boost. And obviously I'm going to take advantage of that if I can, but... Same thing with this, I still need to finish this up as well. That's still 26k. And like, yeah, I do have my core, but I'm holding on to it. Because like at this point, if I got like half of this done and this done, I don't really have a reason to just burn it. I feel like it's kind of pointless at that point. Actually, speaking of stuff, do we have any kind of junker weapons I can bring? Say junker characters, like I know I have... I have like Excalibur, like mag available. So I have them. I'm just gonna helmet them because I have all my helmet slots available. But there we go. It's like it's an earlier point though. I guess I'll take the Nami solo. It's kind of whatever. Not like I plan on really using it much. Is there any other kind of... I'll take a base Rubico. I have Rubico Prime. There's literally not a reason for me not to finish using this and then get rid of it immediately. I have Rubico Prime. And Vipers. I'll take that. I have one of each then. Oh yeah, and I did get the, I mentioned it off stream. I'll bring this for the next mission I'm gonna do just to knock it out. And I'll keep the melee. You just go ahead and just slap some basic mods on it so I actually have something. Not because I fully intend to use it for very long, it's just if I have to use it, I don't want it to suck so much that I literally can't do anything with it. We should at least have something on it. Even if it's not much. Sure, base pathogen rounds. That's good enough. It doesn't matter. Here we go, here we go. So that's Sayadana, attachments. Nobilis. Yeah, this is, I got this, from my last crate. I was really surprised. Let me go on to like a, let me unequip the melee real quick, so I can actually get a little bit better look. I'm going to like a fresh Cali right here. Let's get all these. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Actually, I feel like, yeah, actually, go on to like Ureli or something actually, because she gets it. That could be good. He's got something small. Let's go on to her right here. Sure, base Ember. I don't care. I'm trying to show the thing. It's like I know plenty of people don't have it. Yeah, here it is. It's kind of funky looking. Honestly, I kind of like it. And I think it works really well with Caliban, especially because, like, it's floating little bits. And, like, Caliban has a few floating little bits on him. I think it looks particularly good. Still need to figure out what I'm going to do with Ember. As you can see, I have it right there. I have it set up to match the color scheme. Alright, let me get the melee back on. Where is it? Level 40. Start marking some of these as favorites. Should I have some marked as favorites already? Just didn't have that marked as a favorite. Oh yeah, I finished Matarai as well. Finally got that knocked out. Got so much. Because I was bringing my Torrid. Better my Strun Prime, but I was primarily bringing my Torrid just for easier early game and still be able to do decent. We actually got to the Hemocytes. And so as long as someone on Armor Strip, we melting through. I'm sure you guys remember that. So we ended up finishing that out. I'm like, all this. And obviously got all the Eidolon shards, but like, eh. Still like the fact I got the Radiant ones, kind of cool. Brilliant. Basic. Yeah, let's move on. Before we go do our thing, what do we have for this week? Necros, Valkyr, Oberon. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not Necros. Necros is a great farming frame. I highly recommend using him early game, but he's also just Deimos. Deimos is just really easy to get. You just fight Lephantis. If you can fight the Hemocyte, you can fight Lephantis. Lephantis is an easier Hemocyte. He's only level 20. He's far, far, far easier. If you... I mean, Oberon I know is getting his rework soon. So, very easy time to do it. I know he's also Railjack missions. I remember this because the fact I had to farm for a couple of his parts for the... Watch for Jig. I think I have. Let me check this if I still have any of them. I do actually should probably make them. Yeah, as you can see, I have his Neuroptics. I have his blueprint. The thing there. I needed to get... I haven't done a ton of them. And I think Valkyr is... Let's see. Is it Alec V? So I know Wisp is Ropa list. The Ropa, the Ropa thing, where you get Wisp from base Wisp. I know, to be fair, Valkyr Prime can be obtained from. She and Nyx Prime are like two of the evergreen frames that are there, because they're Railjacks. As long as you have access to Railjacks, easy. Very easy to get. I'm trying to remember, where is she from? Yes, up to 11. Where is she? Okay, yeah, well, I was right. It's Alad V on Themisto Jupiter. Yeah, Salad Man. So yeah, considering that, I'd say take Oberon. Just because the fact of he's getting the rework. He's gonna... I was gonna say, he's got a lot harder to get, but you have to actually do Railjack missions, which... I don't remember the exact requirements, but I think they have to be like level 20 plus Railjack missions as well. And as I said, you can farm Alad V pretty decently. Like, I know his fight can be a little annoying when you're a bit under level, but like, for example, at my level, I could absolutely clown on him. So like, I'll take over. What we got this week? Already have that. Just need to get rank 8 then, that's not too bad. I already have this. It's like, you can just buy it. There's no reason to even get it at that point. Arcane Temple was kind of whatever. We got Phoenix Renewal. Huh. Bad. Natural Talent's good. Definitely worth at least getting it up to here on the base if you have Circuit available. Just because the fact of Natural Talent is such a good frame. I think that it's good for any casters. It's great for like Dante, Sevi, anyone who's going to be really casting heavy. I think Lavos can make pretty decent usage of it in certain builds for his abilities. Anyone who's just going to be, I mean, Necros with his stuff there, depending on what you're doing, you can do a lot of Desecrate stuff there, summoning. Anyone who's going to be doing a lot of summoning, not summoning, abilities rather, and isn't going to be relying on like summons to fight as much. This is Necros, I think, is the exception, because you're doing a lot of Desecrate. Just the fact that Desecrate can be a little bit slow and you can just speed that up is nice. I know that you can put the Archon shard in to make casting speed a little faster, sure. But it is an option. It means you don't have to burn an Archon shard on it. I think it's specifically a yellow one. Steel Path. Okay, this isn't too bad. Somehow I have 2 Boar Incarnates. I never noticed that. I mean, obviously this is the best one. I feel like having 2 of it speaks for itself. Angstrom I feel like is going to be in this. It's pretty decent. Prisma Angstrom I know is a lot better. I'm not going to put on the base Angstrom. I don't think base Angstrom's worth it, but Prisma Angstrom I know is pretty decent. People have said it's pretty good. I've used the Anku. It doesn't have a prime. If it had like a prime variation, or like, well, actually I don't think it'd be a Prisma variation, but like if they had like a Wraith, like Anku Wraith, or like Anku Vandal, or something like that, I'd be like, okay. Okay, I could warrant it, but I don't think this is great. Like, it's range and guaranteed slash. Don't get me wrong, that's useful, but I feel like there's just better melees out there. Gorgon, again, I feel like... I just realized the fact you got Gorgon, Wraith, and the Prisma. I got 2 different Gorgons out there, huh? I mean, explosive and betting rounds is cool. The Gorgon isn't the best weapon to begin with. And yeah, an Incarnate form can help out a lot. But I feel like compared to some of this, I'd rather this or this. Heck, even this. Because I know there's better melees than this. Gamma Core, I know there's a Cynoid Gamma Core, which is like rank 9. I don't think this is the other one there, because like, just turn, it's basically a reverse Torrid. You go from Beam Cannon into Grenades that apply status, rather than status applying grenades into Beam. But, what we got for this? Secondary Shiver, 6,000. Holy mama. At the very minimum, if you have a Steel Path, can at least get this first level done. You can get that done, what is that, 285 progress only? What is that, 3 missions? Like 2-3 missions? That ain't gonna be too bad. Plus you got a 3-day resource drop chance booster there as well. It's pretty solid. Primary Blight, Longbow Sharp Shot, another Shiver. More Steel Essence, I have a lot of Steel Essence. Oh, let's go do the other thing that we got. We got 28 minutes on that. Yeah, we can start that. We can just go do Mars Bazaar real quick. Sortie, got there. Painted enemy. Energy reduction. Yeah, all that, actually that's pretty easy right there. That's all relatively easy considering all that. Amber Archon Shard, okay. Jade, Akbolto, Phantasma, Furus. Furus isn't great. Akbolto's okay. Phantasma I know is pretty decent. Extermination, Interception, Showdown. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We'll do that later. We'll do this as well later. There's no reason for me not to. Yeah, we'll do this as well. Let me keep it simple. Nothing too crazy. Tried peanut soup for the first time today. It's pretty good. Wasn't fully what I expected, but
Bazaar.
it wasn't too bad either.
Have any leads on
I mean, obviously it's peanut.
Okay,
You're gonna
let's do
kind of get the
this.
idea of what. I mean, peanut's peanut. It's got a very distinct flavor, but
Hey, came to train or? Okay, you know the drill. Get in. Get
Pretty
the
good.
Itan treasure. Don't get killed. Simple, right?
what else? You know, like I said, I ended up doing a whole bunch of grinding on Warframe in my spare time. Oh no, Crossu came out for DVD yesterday. I think it was on Monday after stream. Either it was one of the two of them. Now I'm blanking. Doesn't matter.
There's no doubt in my mind that an Iatan treasure lies somewhere in this derelict.
Up we go.
And yet, I wouldn't set foot in this place for all the Iatan in the system. You, on the other hand.
What are you implying with that one? What are you implying with that one? I don't like these implications, Maru. Okay, I need to go that way. I'm blind. I'm just blind. I'm blind, Chad. I need glasses. Use the fucking glasses. Yeah, as you can see, this thing is a lot faster than you'd expect it to be, especially if it's considered a hammer. I know hammers are generally considered to be pretty slow. This one's got pretty decent speed to it once I can actually start racking up some kills.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
And it is a little slow initially, but
Maybe you should stretch first.
it's not too bad.
Limber up.
I don't need to limber up. I got half a minute to get over there. I've done this well enough that I ain't failing.
My oh my, I think you found it.
Yes, I did. It's a gyro.
That's what we came here for. Your
I don't know
job's
if I've
done.
mentioned this, but fun fact for y'all. My first item treasure I actually got, it was a, the saw sculpture. I think it's the saw. Doesn't show. Darn, I probably wish it did. I'm really fair. We'll show at the end of the mission. I can explain that. Let's get out of here first. No point keep battling. Ooh, it's a Celerite. I missed that earlier. To be fair, I got like 200 plus cells considering everything I've done. I had a huge drop chance booster. Like, I got the relay one that boosted by double, and I got one that gives me double resources. So I thought, yeah, saw sculpture. I was right. I got one on Mars. I don't remember the exact location on Mars, but I was just doing. I think it was one of the exterminates. It was one of the ones that was like one of the main ones that I would have done. And I ended up getting it. It was really nice. I had set up in my ship actually. Let me leave this on real quick. I can actually show you. But yeah, it was my first item sculpture I ever got. It's right here. This exact one right here. And I remember putting it in here because I'm like, it looks like it kind of just slots in really nicely. Just gonna put it on this. I'm like, oh, this is right here. So I'm like, well, we got this side thing right here. Let's start decorating that. Because at first my first decorations were like that and some of these things. I've kept hearing them since I got them essentially. Not the thing up there with the crypt, but like not the little Kuva on there, like the little Zeke, but I got all these from the Orb Valis thing from Ticker. And so this is my first Iatan. Oh, so hello, how are you? Let me go ahead and switch, since we're actually going to do arbitration here in a sec. Is this a survival or is this an exterminator? What kind is it? I didn't check. Survival, I thought so. Okay. Phobos. Phobos. What enemies are phobic types? Pierce and magnetic. That's fine. But yes, hello. How are you? I hope you've been doing okay. I need to work on getting this finished up at some point. As you can see, I got this. This I need to work on more. To be fair, I'm just not a big fan of the bursting to begin with.
Operator, the sentients are
Need to
not
rework this
laughing
build
at my
entirely.
jokes. Did
Found
they
way better mods.
adapt to my humor?
Take Bolter. I need to bring up level 30 or higher, so bring this. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Let's go into here. Bolter Prime is delicious. Got an Elder. I'm not sure if Pilgrim is the right play here if it's the Dark Sector mission. This is survival. Because you're not going to be getting anything out of Milligren from that in terms of like the... They don't have any armor. I mean, to be fair, if you're Blazing Pillage, you can still set them ablaze, but... Honestly, okay, so who did you start out with out of curiosity? Did you start with Excalibur, did you start with Volt, or did you start with Mag? If you don't mind my asking. Because depending on which one you answer with, I'll give you a little bit of different information than I personally do. I think all three of them are pretty viable as starting frames. It's just that they're each different special, or they're different, yeah, they're specialized for different things, that's what I'm trying to say. On top of that, there's a few other things I recommend in general, but I feel like we should start with the starting frame, kind of build from there. Because realistically, that's going to alter your experience. You know, obviously if you start out playing Volt a lot more, or you start playing Excalibur a lot more, you know, it's going to also alter your playing style, what you're used to. So. Of course, the one thing I don't mind saying is definitely look into the frames to figure out which one you like to begin with. Like, I love playing Sevi personally. I know he's definitely not the most, I mean, he's Prime's available because Prime's in the rotation, but you definitely want to find a frame that's into your playstyle. And every frame has their own unique ups and downs. Like, Sevi is great for survivability, however, he is incredibly slow. He is the slowest Prime frame there is. Like, he ties with guys, I think, like Atlas and Rhino, who have 95% movement speed in terms of sprinting and running. Whereas, like, even they have base 1 times movement speed at least. Again, incredibly bulky. I can pop on Gloom like now, and I just don't die. Not with all the bulk that I have. But if you're playing someone like Volt, for instance, you're going to be focused on building up speed. You're going to be focused on agility. Something like Volt, Titania, etc., you're going to be really good for farming frames until you have access to something like, I don't know, Aura or Hydroid or even Necros. But also, if you just enjoy that high-speed gameplay as well, like Gauss is another one that's great. Fair enough. Mag is actually a pretty... I'd say Mag is pretty decent. I know some of that... I know she's definitely more caster-oriented than some of theirs. I was gonna say, depending on how far you got in Ninja, you probably don't even have half of the mods that I was gonna be like, oh, pick up something like natural talent, for instance, for extra. I'm like, well, you probably don't even have access to that. And I'm sure you probably don't have access to Juviri yet. So you can get Circuit to actually pick that up either. But I think Mag is pretty good. I know she does level out, unfortunately. Base Mag, unfortunately, levels out a little bit higher, or a little bit lower, I guess, than the other two do. But she's also, I'd argue, probably the best one for early game particularly until you have better options. She does a lot better on lower levels, but she does eventually cap out. One of the things that I do want to say, you also don't need to run stuff that gives you like vacuum mods or anything like that, because I believe she also just sucks things naturally into her. Oh, this one died. That's not good. She's not even 5 minutes into survival. But yeah, I'd say like figure out characters definitely that fit into the archetype that you like. Like if you like Mag because she's caster heavy, or has like really big grouping abilities, there are certain characters for that. Like I know Ureli, for instance, is the first one that comes to mind. I don't think she's the only one. But like for example, Ureli, because I know she's in the prime rotation available, would be good for grouping. If you like the fact that there's like caster heavy ones, like you got Dante, Sevi can work pretty well because you got Reap and So. With that kind of shenaniganry. Yeah, I was gonna say, you're not gonna have a... So you're probably not gonna be having a new frame for a bit, though, I will say. That should not be the utmost priority. I didn't get my... I got Hildren Prime as my first frame. Besides, like... Technically I started with Volt, then I got Sevi from a friend. But... my first actual one that I built myself was Hildren Prime. She's Volted now, unfortunately. But, like, she's very tanky and she's very good. But that was also when we went through some of the guys and I and just said, no, okay, what kind of frames do you like? Because I think that's the importance of it. Any frame can really be viable at the end of the day, outside of, like, you know, a few weird exceptions. Some of them are a lot better than certain missions than others. And pretty much they're all viable in some capacity. They just some have a lot harder of a chance. I've seen people run Excalibur on Steel Path missions. Not even like Excalibur Prime or like Excalibur Umbra, but just base Excalibur. So, you can definitely make whatever work. Modding as well, don't be like super focused on, you know, obviously add whatever you can in to increase your damage, but you'll get more modding. Share not the game. You're not wrong sometimes. Sometimes my butt does not feel the best whenever I'm sitting on my chair. So you're not wrong. We got... Oh, I'll come back and get him, but that works too. But like, I have the Bolter Prime, I have Torrid, Incarnate, like, I have a lot of stuff strictly for, like, mid to end game, especially. But like, I was definitely in your shoes at some point earlier. And like, one of the things that I made the mistake on was trying to prioritize getting new things and just keep the old stuff. Make sure that you're constantly buying out the new junk that you can get, like new weaponry. I know some of those weapons don't seem that great, but later on, I'm just doing a full ninja outfit just to stay in character. I wish I had a ninja outfit. I wish I did. Even just whether it be for the model or for myself. But nah, I wish I could, though. Would be pretty funny. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's going to overwhelm you. Focus essentially with what's going on. I'd say play in public as well. I made the mistake of doing everything in solo for the longest time, outside like maybe having a friend help me here and there. And there are certain missions that are just brutal in comparison. And don't neglect your star chart missions either. I know they're not like super important to the story, half of them, but you're eventually going to need to unlock all of them to get stuff like Steel Path and certain other bonuses. I know they changed arbitration to be a little bit lower, so you don't need every star chart mission anymore. But the sooner you can max out a location, it'll be a lot easier for you in the future. What else do I like to play? I'm playing Hitman tomorrow, and World of Assassination. I played Warframe. I have 1,000+ hours on there. I'm not afraid to admit that. I have played this game way too much. What else? I like playing Pokemon, though I don't stream it. Mostly because I just don't have the right gear for it. I play Dead by Daylight sometimes. I'm trying to think. Good ones I like worth mentioning. I played Medieval Dynasty and Schedule 1. They're pretty fun, both of them. Schedule 1 is especially fun if you get some friends. Medieval Dynasty is one of those that if you like ones that are like builders, where it's like village builders, that one can be pretty fun. I've played a couple. I've played Monster Hunter Stories before, and pretty similar to Pokemon. I played a little bit of the actual Monster Hunter series. It's a lot different than what I expected it would be. I'm not gonna lie. Why not spell Gloomon? I thought I did. Should I Bolter more? I need to use Bolter. Get some charges up on my Incarnate. There we go. Now that's delicious. Clean that up. I used to play kind of Salem back in the day. Not anymore, because the original game is kind of dead, where you've got a couple of cheaters here and there, or you've got people that like say slurs in there, which kind of ruined it. And I don't play the second one because the second one used to be good, but they changed some of the mechanics up, and it's like, eh. Honestly, let me finish this mission up. I was gonna do like Archon hunt and whatnot there in Sortie, but I'm like, I'm more than game to go ahead and have you join if you want me to. Warframe is one of the games that I absolutely have no qualms about people joining me with, unless I'm doing like something very specific, where I've said, you know, hey, I'm playing with X person today, and that's the intent. Which obviously I'm not. I'd be in call with someone if I was. So by all means, after I finish this up, feel free to join. Ooh, Iton Sculpture. Ooh, that's nice. Iton Sculpture's nice though. Oh yeah, that's something as well. If you have like any Iotans, this is something I can say early on. Once you hit Mars, you can have a chance to start finding Iotans. It's like 20% for any of them. There are certain ones that are exclusive to Arbitration, being the Anansa. There's a couple other ones that are like Makara, which is Nightwave exclusive. It's never been available past, I think, like one of the last past ones there, because like I know I have one. I got the last one that's available. In terms of, the Makara is not available. And there's one from the Arbitration. Yeah, Arbitration, there is one. There's one from Arbitrations. That one's pretty cool. But like, I'd say that one's just more decoration at that point, because you shouldn't be spending 50 Vitus Essence on a Iotan, and you can just get a weekly Iotan for free from Maru from doing story. And like, do not neglect that. I will say, do not neglect the weekly Iotan. Those things add up. You can store them. You can store them up and sell them for premium currency to other people who want them. You can break them down yourself for Endo. Like, if you have a fully set up one, I think the lowest one is still like 1800, or it's like 14 or 1800, which is not bad, all things considered. Especially because, like, I know Arbitration, like, I know Circuit this week on Steel Path has 6,000 Endo on the thing there, but like, Arbitration is one of the best way to get things there. Selling off Junker mods that you have like 20 copies of, you don't need. But it's like, it is just a nice extra little staple rather than having to rely on getting, you know, 15 or 50 Endo every now and then. So make sure you're doing your Iotan missions if you have them available. You will not regret it. I appreciate it, thank you. And I know, as you said earlier, that you're still relatively new. As I feel a little bad that I can't help more because the fact that it's been a while since I've been new. Like, I still have a general idea. Because I said, like, I'm not gonna be like, okay, you need to do all this and prioritize getting this character, because I'm like, I know it's not feasible. Like, in terms of how new are you out of curiosity? Like, what planet have you gotten up to? If you don't mind my asking, just so I can kind of get a general gauge for you. Also, I'll show you something after I finish this up. I think I'll dip it like 15 minutes. point, I'm gonna go over halfway in. I might as well stay the next interval in 5 minutes. Oh, you got defense missions easy too. Defense missions used to be 5 waves per. It's now 3 waves per. It's so much easier. Which, believe me, I love that too. I'm trying to think. Oh, Plains of Eidolon, Orb Valis, Necrolisk. They all got some really good bounties there. Make sure you don't neglect those either. There are some really good mods that are exclusive to them. Like the Augur mods are really solid. Like Augur Message is pretty decent. Restoration. Got Augur Secrets is just extra power for your abilities. The Gladiator set can be useful. It really depends. They're a lot more situationally useful. Occasionally I do see stuff like Gladiator Vice being run. Or like one of the Gladiator mods on my mod. I don't want to give you the wrong one. Like I'll show you after I finish this as well. I think a specific Gladiator mod on my Watcher GD. But yeah, get some of the mods. Don't be too ashamed if you can't fully upgrade them immediately. Ones I immediately recommend for lower level, you have access to them. The basic percentage ones, they're like Heated Charge or like Toxic Barrage. I don't think you have access to like Scorch, like Pistol Pestilence, for instance, but they're good for later. I know stuff like Pathogen Rounds or like Heated Charge would be great. No, as I said, let me finish this up and I'll get you into this. I'm gonna wait till 15 minutes just so I can get that last bonus. Where is the exit? It's this way. Let's get going. By the time I get to there, I'll definitely be... Stop that. Spray him down.
The longer you fight, the
Another
more
sculpture.
successful
Awesome.
you will be. Life support activated. Mag jump it. You're still alive. I was gonna say, you're still alive? Where is the exit? I went the wrong way. How did I go the wrong way? It is this way. Let me get to exit. Alright, we just gotta kind of just wait for a minute. They're gonna pop by and go, or are we just gonna go? Alright, let's get out of here. And then, as I said, we'll get you into squad with me. Oops, actually, these small little bits, but it's resources. Alright. But yeah, like I got the Bolter Incarnate. I had the Bolter Prime even, but it's like you're not going to be having that at, you know, a lower rank. So, you know, it's like this. It's like, you know, maybe you shouldn't be forming up 20 different weapons. I will say that as well. If you have any Forma, save them. For the most part, a lot of your early weapons are just going to be mastery fodder. Once you start getting access to some of the prime weapons, or like certain weapons that don't have them, but like are like Torrid, for instance, Torrid or like Dual Toxicist and such are actually just I think it's Coda Toxicist. No, it's... oh, there is. That's relevant. But there's like some of them, like I said, Torrid's a really good one. I know. Plus, I mean, I have one. I speak from experience on that. But you have a few others that are just like, you take them, you keep them. Excellent work, Tenno.
But like 90% of your base, like I'll go over a couple of ones I've done there. I mean, I'll show you even. There's plenty of junker weapons I have. Like I don't have the Lato, for instance, anymore, or like the Latron. All right.
this real quick. Like, you go into the market, you get weapons, and you go to primary, secondary, melee, pick whichever one you want. Let's say for the sake of argument, primary weapons, okay? Obviously hide, once they're mastered, you can do there. Hide items without blueprint. This is important because it means that all of these ones here have blueprints in some form. Let's say I want a bolter, for instance, right? As you can see, just 15k for the blueprint. As you can see, I need 25k, 2 neurodes, 100 alloy plates, salvage, polymer bundles. It's gonna be a lot cheaper in comparison. So let's just say, boom. Now I have a blueprint for there. Because I've mastered this, but I got all these. And as you can see, you got stuff anyway from like rank 2, rank 8, rank 6. One of the things that you should definitely be doing. I don't have this one. Why do I not have this one? Ah, it's because it uses 4 tellurium. That's probably why. That, and to be fair, it's probably the plastids as well. So I was suffering on plastids for a while. But yeah, there's a lot of different ones. Actually, this one is because I need repeller systems and argon crystals. But if you were to take like an average weapon like this, for instance, as you can see, 3 control modules, 1,000 circuits, 1,200 ferrite, 400 alloy plates. It's not too bad. I mean, it's rank 6.
Operator, Sorties has been interfacing with the Foundry's AI presets.
And it's like, these will get you through your early to mid game.
Forged a new connection.
But then you get to stuff like, let me just pull up some of my random stuff, like, I'm rank 19, but there's something like rank 12, rank 14, etc. And you can see like Exceltra Prime. You can see some of these there. Boar Prime, and you can see a lot of this stuff's got backdrop prime parts, but they're gonna be a lot better in stats. Like, I have a bolter prime. I have a regular bolter, unfortunately. But like this versus this is gonna be a lot of a difference. It's gonna be a huge difference. So, as you can see, I got, where's the mod that I was talking about, my Motivore? Gladiator Rush, that's what it is. Like, that's not terrible, because it's critical chance per combo multiplier for the set, which is great. But more importantly, you get combo duration. Now, there are a couple other options. I don't think I have... No, I don't. Let's see if I can find it. Drifting Contact's another option. Status chance and extra combo duration. No, I saw. Sorry, I'm just trying to explain a little bit, but I appreciate the heads up. I appreciate you telling me again anyway, just to make sure. Oh, mods I should mention as well. Don't be too pressed about them as well. As I said, Pressure Point is like a go-to one. You really only need a base version and a fully leveled version for your mods. Also, note that they do get exponentially more expensive. Like, I have a rank 6 right now, rank 7? Yeah, rank 7. And if I go up to here, I need 35,000 to get up to max. Or even my next one is still like 5,000, then it goes into 15,000, so I need 10,000 for the next. Given this is a primed one, so it's going to be a lot more expensive at like 40k overall compared to I think like 20k or 30k for a regular one. But let's pull up like Guardian Duration. A lot cheaper. 50k for max out and like 1,000 endo. It's not too bad. If we have Deimos available for you, I'd say hit up Horrend if you have Deimos available. Obviously stuff like Corrupt Charge isn't going to be the best, but there is a bunch of mods from Deimos. Like Blind Rage. Oh shoot, I got to just type on Sevi right now. I got a couple of them on there. Like it's like Augur Secrets right here. Which I don't have that. I'm surprised I don't. I don't think I'm Valkyr. I know Valkyr definitely has some. Yeah, Transient Fortitude, Blind Rage, a few others. There's a bunch of really decent ones on there. There's a bunch of mods here. Some you haven't even heard of at all. Like, Augur Chord's a pretty decent one for shield capacity. It's great for someone like Hildren, for instance. Nightmare mods, you have a pretty decent selection of them. I'd say that they're pretty good too, worth picking up. I know a lot of the stuff is going to be like rank A. Void is a good spot too for relics. Go into the Void. This is all going to be Lith relics. This is going to be Meso, if I remember right. This is going to be primarily Neo relics, but can also have some Meso relics. And this is all going to be Axii. Void's great as well because it's a guaranteed relic for everything. I say don't mess with, like don't pass over it. Hepit's great for if you need Lith relics. Yuko is great until you have somewhere like Holvania available. Hydron also works, for like a Hydron Sedna also works for getting Neo and Axii relics. I speak from experience on that. Though it's not as consistent. If you want more consistency, you can run to somewhere like Lua with any of these, like Apollo's pretty good. Circulus and Uvarium can be useful because you can also get like especially Circulus because you can get like Thrax Plasm out of it. Versus like Arcane Blessing, which is pretty decent. As I said, we'll see what we need to do for you though, because obviously depending on where your point is, we'll kind of go from there. I want to try and at least give you some advice that's going to be practical overall, but it's not going to overwhelm you and be like, I'm telling you stuff that's way, way, way later game than you need to be worrying about. My friend request gets stuck in the Warframe load. Let me go check. Friend request. Like anyone that's pending? I don't have anything pending. Give me your username. I'll send it that way. I got no qualms about doing that. If we gotta do it the other way around, I will. Let me see what I drink too. Make sure I'm staying hydrated here. Alright, there we go. Sorry about that. I'm not going to be having you listen to me taking a big ol' slurp of my drink. Big ol' slurp of my water. It's not very appetizing sounding. Yep. Alright. Given username does not exist. Why am I getting in? Did I mistype it? Might be an at. Yeah, that's an invalid character. Huh. That's not good. Try it again. So it's exactly as you wrote it, right? Just to be sure. Nope, that's a 6. Why am I... It's not 7. So it gets exactly as you wrote, right? I'm trying to see why given username does not exist. Because, like, if you were to put me up right here, I'd have this right here. No.
Tenno, the balance of power continues to shift. Navigation is
telling
marked
me?
with new invasions.
No, I don't care about the invasions. Invasions are pointless to me. I'll do them off stream. Let's try this again. Let's try this and do the number. Do that. Given username does not exist. Do me a favor. Is it possible for you to send me like a screenshot or something real quick? I have a, here, I'll do this as well. If you want to pop in that real quick, I can go ahead and like you can DM me the thing real quick. I can go ahead and try and see what the issue is. Because obviously I don't want to be giving you a false hope and be like, hey, come play with me, and then... Ah, fair enough. I see the mechanic. Oh, am I dumb? Oh, am I dumb? Did I misinterpret what you meant? Fair. I think I misinterpreted. I'm sorry. I misinterpreted what you meant. Oh my goodness, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that you wanted to play right now. Ah, sorry. Oh, you're jumping the step just a little bit. We gotta skip two of the rocks there. Skip just a little two of them. While I'm here, actually, I'm going to collect these. Oh yeah, your drones as well. Don't neglect them. I know you can get like one or two. Yeah, thanks. As I said, I apologize for being a little goofy there. I will say for the future though, I do stream a bit of a variety of stuff. As I mentioned, tomorrow I'm going to be playing Hitman. Warframe is usually my Wednesday, so by all means, obviously if you're here just for Warframe, that's fine. I'm not going to judge you for it. If you want to watch some other stuff, by all means, feel free to as well. But I do want to mention that, so if at least the very minimum, you want to know when to pop by. So I usually stream about the same time every week unless there's something going on. And obviously schedule will be on Twitter, and I have it on the Discord as well. So just stuff for you to note. We'll worry about the defense mission later. You know, let's start. I'm gonna have to do the Archon hunt. Let's do the Archon hunt. Let's go do that. I'll bring Torrid for this, because Torrid's pretty decent. That's not the Archon hunt. Do I want to bring Torrid, actually? I mean, Strud wouldn't be too bad. Do I want the laser? Do I want... I feel like I want shotgun, actually. Let's bring the shotgun. Actually, no, I was talking about Torrid earlier. I was literally talking about Torrid earlier being a really good example. Let me show you why it's a really good example of one that you keep. Because, like, it is one of the few weapons that doesn't have, like, an incarnate. That's exactly why you'd keep it. But it's, like, one of the few ones that I'd actually recommend keeping and investing into as a more permanent option for yourself. Because obviously, you know, even early on, it's not going to be the best gun early on, but the grenades are there. I mean, unfortunately, Ravens for it can go for dummy amounts of thing there. Like, dummy amounts of platinum. The one I got was like 550, I think. What are you on about, Mr. Goathead? Bro, I don't go ahead and do anything with you for a while, and you start talking some mad stuff. This man. That one with you, but stupid magnet on you. But yeah, no, this is one of the ones, this is one of my personal favorites. Ooh, a Warblade. Oh, that's nice. I feel like I'm really gonna need it. I got like Broken War, and I have a copy of War that I can use. The War isn't the most amazing weapon. Broken War's better because it's just faster. And attack speed does play a difference. That's why I'm like, unless you have some kind of attack speed with the hammer, I would not be using this if I didn't have all the attack speed that I do.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
Considering hammers have a really slow charge up. Let's use it to exterminate. Anything in here? Alright, mister. I know you built up your like sentient adaptation and all that, but we don't do that here.
Ordained. I intended this.
You intended to lose?
Our martyrdom.
I don't think you plan on having like 100+ units of yours just slaughtered. Considering your entire gimmick is you have to brainwash people in order to actually do anything to them. I don't think this man is okay. He's got a little something not right in the head. Down. I always forget this map. I've not been on Jupiter in a while. What are good starter frames? Obviously, I know Excalibur is available on, is it Mars, I believe?
I've done what needed to be done.
I think he's on Mars.
Azula's delusion must end.
One of the bosses I recommend farming a ton of, anyway, because plastics are such a big thing, is whenever you get to Saturn, you have Flamethrower Man. I'm forgetting his name on my head. Not only is he good for Ember, plus you're gonna need Ember's parts for a couple things. Namely for Chroma, you need 1 part Ember for Chroma. And there's also a specific item that requires, I think it's a specific system. Specifically your systems, not a neuroptics. I think it's a Chroma needs neuroptics, I think. That's what I don't like. I think it's a neuroptics for Chroma and for maybe it's 2 copies of her systems. Either way, not important, not important. I'm getting caught up on it. Oh yeah, Neurosense are pretty good too. They're Jupiter. I know this is Jupiter only. You can get them in like the Kuva Fortress as well when you get to there. I don't know why they don't specifically mention that. Let's go to the next one. I'm gonna switch my shotgun now. I want to do Storm Prime. Storm Prime's fun. It's a good shotgun. I'd say even the base Strun, I'd argue, is one of pretty decent. It's a decent gun. I remember using it for a while. Because it was with that or Boar. And while Boar does have an Incarnate as well, like the Primes are a little bit more comparable. But I think Strun is just more fun to use at low levels.
For Narmer. Listen in.
But
I want to know what he's telling his flock.
I think we'll actually I don't think we're necessarily listening, we're murdering everyone.
The first day, our father lifted you screaming from the manifold.
Up here.
How we sang.
There it is. I want to get this on this as soon as possible. We just gotta guard it then. Just gotta blast them. If we have more people on this, I mean, to be fair, it's better to have it spread out right now, rather than just have one person on there, because once it gets neutralized, it's gonna start counting down data. So we don't. Who gave you permission? Any of you permission to come by here? I know it wasn't me. I know it definitely wasn't me. Yeah, they neutralized it automatically, so they didn't have it. That's a lot of guys there. It was bad, because I got really unlucky, because I don't want to end up being a burden to the team. We got the... Should be... Is that a... Orange or that's a cyan. That wasn't big enough. Let's do the cyan.
We have lost control
A.
of the tower.
Where's my A's over here? Anyone home? I got my Incarnate out. We can start making big grenade shots.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Alright, we'll keep this as long as we can, because they'll keep it up for us. Enemies don't get on the console pad, because they can still override it even if there's conflict. Clear you out. Well, it's not as nice as Torrid being simply just get headshot or get body shot. This is just get headshot. To be fair, if I have like 40 pellets coming out, that really doesn't matter. As you can see, we're just mopping the floor with anything that exists here. Let's get the loot up. We're also keeping everything slower. The life steal's great for the slow. The 85% slow is great as well. Kind of what I want right now. That's the wise me. That's better. They're coming out. Companions are pretty decent as well. If you can get a companion, you can really do a number for yourself. You also don't feel bad if you don't have a great companion immediately. Like, I know you get Archon. Helios is a pretty decent one early on for scans, especially for later on, because stuff like future scans, X and Y. I know there's a couple of character abilities that are like, if you have full knowledge on enemies that you have scan, you do bonus damage to them and such. But like, I know if you're gonna go for characters, there's a couple of them like hard to do. So you weren't there for that. Like, I know if you do railjack missions, Nyx and Valkyrie Prime are always available.
Clear the area.
They're like a couple of the only ones that you are pretty much only available. I mean, they're available only for that way pretty much. So it does help that they're basically evergreen for that reason. Otherwise, you have rotational. Like right now we have, what we got? Gloss is the next to be vaulted, which, and for context, vaulted means that they're going to get sent to the vault, obviously.
I beheld the great ram.
But the vault is.
Were crowned with soul and with Tau.
Bro, can you be quiet for a moment? I'm trying to explain.
His tongue, the Zariman flame, and the mighty demon of the void cowered before him, and he feared it not.
Do any of you know what he's talking about?
Broadcasting another message. Make sure the enemy never receives it.
Do any of you have any idea what this clueless guy is talking about?
We are in total control.
Like, he's out here preaching to the choir. And we're out here taking over his transcripts, destroying his men, like... I don't think he's okay. I think he honestly needs some help. Then again, he's also kind of just insane. So, not much we can do there. So yeah, I was gonna say we have in rotation right now. Goss is the next one to get bolted. We have Protea then. I'll just go in the order from who's getting volted to who's getting there. I'll explain volted in a second. We got Goss, Protea. No, Patrick, get off that. They're not to say that you could do that. Smash his face in. Big spiky wheel hammer thing. Close enough. Let's get off of that. Rude.
Lost control of a tower.
Ay. So this is a Goss, Protea, Sephiroth, Shaku, Lavos, Yoreli, and pretty recently Caliban. These are all the ones that are currently in rotation. Most recently get volted with Grendel. Unfortunately, Grendel would have been a pretty good one. If you have any Grendel parts, definitely hold on to them. He's one of the best ones, I'd argue. Especially because he has built-in Nourish. And Nourish is so good. Like, that ability that person just used Nourish just popped up. 1 second. I think it's in my water again. But, like, Nourish is pretty good, too. It's energy, and I know it's other small things that it does.
Enemy has captured a tower.
Oh. I ain't gonna forget about you, buddy. We're all in this together. Ribbon Slivers can be used for stuff later. We get access to it via story means. Walking War Crime. It's a great name. You notice that. Jade Egg seems gonna be a nuisance.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must be captured.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to bolt on Sevi. Alive, like smashed and stuff to pieces. Really big pieces.
You have lost control of a tower.
If you don't hit 100%, that's all that matters. Definitely gonna bring forward out for the last Who's getting conflict where? Oh, you. Finally, look at you.
Tower lost.
That's nice. I'm gonna be fair at this rate. Well, we should actually still get 9% before they would complete everything. So I think we guaranteed win this. Should be a lot slower. Bravo, and then we'll get C. Charlie in a second.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode
here.
now.
Charlie. I will not give you permission.
Tower online. The enemy has captured a tower.
Sorry for the flash going to white. I know it's just like the accents like silver and whatnot. I'm honestly considering changing it. Okay, we got 2% left. Alright, we're done. We won.
Eliminate the remaining enemy personnel.
I called stragglers. It's not like all that. It doesn't matter if we're going to do the finish 100% right now. It won't go up at all. Let's go back forward though for this fight. That longer beam is going to help. That and not having to rely strictly on headshots. We're going to get body shots instead. Nice. Really nice. Ooh.
All messages
Ooh, broadhead.
Pazul is not merely insane, Tenno. There is another mind at work within him.
Just admit it, Nata. You're scared to face the possibility that I'm right.
I don't think you're right, buddy. I think you're insane. I think that's what we've established here. You're not right, you're just insane. That's pretty rare, though. 40% if target is over 45 meters away. Not bad. Because you can snipe something with that. And that's a Daikyu specific one, so you can get that on the Daikyu Prime as well. Oh, post left squad disbanding. Okay. Come to there. We'll make it work. But yeah, so bolting is basically just after a certain time. Usually about like 2.5 years when the Prime comes out. It and any of the gear. Like, for example, Sevagoth had himself and Epitaph Prime. I'm trying to remember what the other weapon that came out with Sevagoth was. Or like, sometimes it's not just it's gear as well. Like, I know with Hildren, for instance, when Hildren was out, you had her, and you had Larkspur, which is her personal weapon. There's usually a weapon that's associated. Like, I believe Acarius is for Gosk, because I think we had Celtra Acarius that came out with Gosk Prime. And like, I know Grendel was Mazador and Psylocke, along with obviously himself. Protea I know was like Velox, I think it was, like the circular one. I think it's Velox specifically. I don't remember what the other one is. Then you got Protea Prime herself. But yeah, there's always like two pieces. Like I know in Hildren's case it could be like a heavy weapon like Larkspur Prime, or it could be like a gear piece. This was Nautilus Prime, that's what it was, Sevi. It was Nautilus Prime. Nautilus Prime and Epitaph Prime came out with Sevagoth. Because both of those two are like, one of them is supposed to be like his companion, the Railjack companion. Nautilus. Then obviously you got his wrist launcher with the slab Epitaph, and then you got him. So like when Sevi gets vaulted, all that's gonna be vaulted, and it means that basically, unless there's a resurgence event, like oh my god, unless there's a resurgence event, they're gonna be basically unavailable to get. You have to basically buy the parts off of other players or use whatever relics you have to open them. It's kind of the easiest way to play it, or explain it rather.
Who keeps Eris oppressed and tormented with delusions? The stench of Nyra's venom is upon this tenor.
I love Archon today. Well, no matter if you get the beard thing, I'm still gonna absolutely smash everything you love. Fortunately, I only got 11 seconds per combo, but a little bit bad because I'm down to Sevi, I'm slow. If I was going faster, I'm like, unfortunately, Sevi is my bulkiest guy. I'm with that or Valkyrie, and I'm like, Valkyrie I don't think is prepped enough. I don't have everything I need on her. Okay, everyone skipped it. We got 2 phases to this. Basically, she's gonna start out. She's gonna have. She's gonna torment someone and then left. And now we gotta go ahead and deal with the little guards that are on the way, blocking off a little area. Block them off with. It should be easy enough.
Azul has barred the way to us heathens, but
we need to get you up because if we don't, you're gonna die. This is one of those that you really not going there to help out. Like this is one of those that okay, never mind. This is one of those that if you die, you don't get revives. If you don't get the actual initial revive. Down here now. So yeah, it's very important that we keep everyone up in this. So like you'll still guaranteed get certain rewards like the Archon shards, but unless you get an automatic revive through certain means by the game giving it to you, yeah, good luck. It's not going to be a fun time. Which I don't think fast enough to actually get to yeah, the deacons are there. I'm gonna at least try and prep up. Get the 2 deacon veils, so yeah, slap them into the gate. Open it up. I'm going to keep this open for right now the base form. Because I don't want to waste that beam. It's going to be really good against Nira. Plus I can also just slap down a couple grenades then. There, we get the deacons in.
Nyra devoured her brothers.
Yeah, Nira, whatever.
I will not stand idly aside while she and Fazul devour mine. Be my sword, Tenno. Strike.
Oh, believe me, I will be. I love that Amber Archon shard. Not because it's particularly amazing, but I mean, you do some neat stuff with it, and you turn it to green. You kind of need a Cow Forged. Okay. If you want to have green Cow Forged, you need 2 Cow Forged. Which is just the better ones, basically, but I digress. Knock him for a second. Hello, Snake. At least get some statuses on you, but I'm not going to do damage to you. I need you to die. Blew him up. Deacons are going to be up. pain in the rear. Let me get this guy up here. Right here.
You dealt with Archon Naira expertly, Tenno.
Yep,
Her
nobody got her.
kind we expect no mercy.
Nope, of course.
No protection.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Sebi's at least got the thing there. I could have probably revived myself on my own. Because as long as it's not someone that's an overguard, I can generally, within certain exceptions, deal with whatever it is and automatically one-shot it. Do this. Alright, we're done. In the worst case scenario, it's still an Archon shard. Might do a better one later. Well, if I'm lucky, it'll be a good one. The 50% extra effectiveness. That's not simple. We've got a good squad too. Probably a rank 9 that ended up doing pretty well. Well, to be fair, Titania would not have been the character I would have brought. She is not known for having super high HP, and she does get messed up by status. Because she's got evasion in her little tiny racer wing form. Like poison clouds or anything like that can really mess Titania up. But still not a bad team. What do we have? Yeah, Temple, okay, that explains. Rhino Prime's pretty good too. Felarx, Reflexus, yeah, he had Kratos. Yeah, he absolutely came stacked. Heck, Kuva Nuker, Hate. I'd say two of those are not too bad. Kuva Heck's kind of mid, but that's my opinion. I know some people who absolutely love it and stand by it. Gamma Core, I'm assuming that's for the in there. Not a rough, not surprised. That's the last one was. Okay, standard Archon shard, that's fine. Like 20% anyway. I know it goes up every time you don't get a Cow Forge of the same color. Like my next Amber in like 2 or 3 weeks from now will be, you know, like 3 weeks from now it's gonna be 40% instead of 20. That's what we got the weekly at least. 12,000 Kuva's pretty good. I'm assuming that was probably our bonus that we got. We'll go check for sure. We get. Yes, 12,000 Kuva for that. Honestly, the 8,000 Endo would have been great too. $24,500. 24,500. Realistically, 24,500. It's 3,000. That's like, considering what's left. We'll scratch off the 500 from there. You get about 3,000 for an item. So that's like what, 8 items left roughly? Especially if I have any like new Steel Path missions or anything that I do. That's like. 8,000, or 8,000, there's like 8 items that I gotta do. It's not bad. I think we'll do Sortie next. Not nearly as hard as Archon Hunt, for context. It's pretty fun. I honestly don't do it enough. That, and also it's once daily instead of once weekly. But it'll have stuff like here, like this is a great one. Augmented enemy shields. They got stronger shields.
Operator, Ordis is sorry.
Happy.
Eldra would do great here for that reason. Radiation, it's whatever. Means everyone's basically got radiation constantly. Energy direction. That sucks, but it's not terrible. It means less energy, basically, to go around for abilities, so you don't want to do something that's super ability heavy. Just kind of whatever. But like, this is a great set. Because you can get stuff like rifle only, secondary only, melee only. It can be like bow only. I've seen sniper only. Sniper only sucked so bad. It was so painful. We had a mobile defense and everyone had to use like Rubico Prime. Or some of the other ones that were there. Actually, I remember Rubico Prime because we literally all had Rubico Prime except for one dude who had a base Rubico. It was so funny. Good times. Well, I mean, that mission wasn't a good time, but you get what I mean. It's not too bad overall. Listen, you can get some pretty decent bonuses. If you're lucky, you can get a legendary core. Ooh, we absolutely love legendary cores. Because, boys, you either get something super good out of it, like if you go to Barrow and pick up a prime mod for him, you have a free prime mod to max,
We are here to hijack
and you
a
skip out
Corvus
like
rover
2 mil
loaded with
and
valuable cargo
40k
and escort it to our
endo,
extraction point. The
or you
Corvus
sell
are
it for
trying
like
to
80 to
salvage
100
anything of
platinum,
value from
possibly
these
120
crashed
if you're
ships.
lucky.
This rover is carrying their most important finds.
Alternatively, what I've also
None
seen
of the scanners have detected you.
is that, was this a hijack mission? I wasn't even paying attention. If a hijack mission, I'm gonna feel like a fool. Because the Kildrum would have been perfect for this. Yeah, this is a hijack mission. Darn it.
Good work. We now have control of the rover. Hold on, Tenno. Things just got more complicated. The Corvus have corrupted the rover's power cell. I can reconfigure it, but its new source of power will be your Warframe's shields.
Like, that's exactly why I wanted Hildren, because Hildren's gonna have dummy amount of shields. I could just sit there with like multiple thousand shields. Basically never get off, constantly move. Oh well. Plus, Corvus have a ton of shields on them to begin with, in most of their stuff.
So far, so good.
So, you could just suck all their shields. Though, to be fair, this one would have the thing that prevents it. So you just get off for a moment, suck shields,
Stay focused.
collect,
There's a heavy unit approaching.
get back on. Or stay close to it. It's got like 500 shields, so I still have like 1,000 now. I got plenty.
Keep going. That rover's contents will be a huge boost to our cause.
Kind of just trying to focus on getting some of these guys melted down early. Then I can also repair my shields and be like, okay, my turn on this thing. The more shields we have on here going, the better. You know, it does take, it's based on how many people are on there, speed. But also, I know it's the same rate. So this, Holdren absolutely loves this. You can have like 3,000 shields, no problem. 4,000 shields, no problem. And then just sit here, losing 2 shields a second. You jump out for a couple seconds, get back to full.
You have almost reached the extraction
This is one of the ones that
point.
doesn't have the
Keep
bubble over
fighting.
it. You just suck up everything from the nearby enemies and go. Yeah, we're more or less done. Not too bad. Basically, as long as they don't attack the thing there, we have basically the equivalent amount of seconds. We have 837 seconds, essentially. That's to get from point A to point B. Obviously got way more HP than we need. That's also because the fact that it never recovers HP, and enemies can damage it. So obviously it doesn't have to be precise, it shouldn't have to be exactly precise. But I mean, hey, it works, we're here. And look at that, we're done.
Excellent.
A little
This
anticlimactic,
cargo will
but
be a big help to our cause.
yep, yoink the rover. Nothing like having it clip through and just carrying it off into space. Defy logic. We don't care about logic in this area. Logic does not exist where we're going. Alright. see if everyone's ready to go. Prime titanium. Specific sabotage. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run Valkyr. Let's go Devil Trigger Valkyr. That'll be fun. You know, it's not as chaotic as I thought it would be overall. I'm just glad we've had a good time. Honestly, I wasn't sure what we were gonna do today initially, outside just farm endo. I mean, to be fair, I walked out with like 40 formas. Yeah, that's not enough, considering I know for a fact that even if I were to do 5 formas per, that's 8 weapons only. For the, like the Tannins and the Kuva and all that, which, like, that's definitely not enough. Even with ones I already have taken out. But, I mean, like, barring any of those, one of the biggest things I can say to anyone playing, especially people that are earlier on, is just don't worry about formatting your weapons unless they're going to be a permanent weapon. Because listen, like, I form a Torrent, because Torrent actually is a weapon I would consider keeping. I mean, this sucks, like, this is it.
I'm here, darling. Don't you worry. I'm here.
If everyone can spread out a little bit more. We can spread out a little bit more, we can avoid the issue of essentially shooting each other. Some of it's like, okay, this is going to be a little rough to begin with because the radiation. We all have it, but I'm not going to try to go ahead and shoot anything when I can just melee it, because like, I know for a fact I'm going to blow up my teammates in the process, because radiation is basically just friendly fire. And as you can imagine, that's not great. Finish up all my matter eye stuff.
Expose its core and destroy it. Target destroyed.
Done.
Proceed to the extraction.
Once I get my matter eye stuff done, I'm going to start working on the Nairu. Nairu's the one that has the one with last gas that gives me the extra time. I'm not opposed to having a little less, just as long as I got something that's not gonna murder all of us. I mean, that's fine though. So much. Yeah, this is one of mine. I'll remember her. She's the one that got the ephemeral I got. That's not bad.
We did it, and you're alive. And it was all because
I don't think you really did much.
Right,
I don't think you really did much. I mean, to be fair, you probably damage tanked for everyone. Considering you are level 80 and I think you have like 13,000 HP. Alright, mobile defense. That should be easy enough. Okay, it's mobile defense. It's not going to be anything too crazy. Like, let me get from one place to another. Let's stick on Valkyr this time. Sister Wish. Actually, no, I'm not going to. Should I upgrade her? I do have the ones I need, okay. I don't have my Umbral Intensify maxed yet, but... To be fair, you gotta get extra ones from Samaris. So I'm like, I don't mind having level 5 ones, because level 5 is still pretty useful. why intentionally keep the level 5 ones and what they are when you get them? I'm like, I also want the level 10 ones as well. The problem is that I have to run level 10, or not at all then. At that point, I'd rather get some new ones that I can just level up from scratch, and then level 5 ones can still be useful as placeholders. And they still give me some bonuses. So I know that they're pretty decent when you put all 3 of them together, which is why I love doing it. Not in every situation, but there's definitely cases where it's like, okay, you absolutely could, and it would make sense to do so. It's like if I was gonna put like unless I really need the shield regen, or like the shield regen from the energy spent from like Augur Secrets. If I'm gonna do that, I'll just put the Umbral Intensify.
You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations.
At that point, I can just get the Umbral Intensify. I'm gonna put the, and it's like, okay, if I'm gonna put extra shield or I'm gonna put extra armor on, extra HP, I can get all 3 set there, get a whole bunch of bonus, become real thick and tanky. Okay, there's characters that like don't need, like Dante for instance isn't gonna need all 3 of those because it's Dante. You can just give yourself overguard for days. You can have 30,000 plus overguard very easily. It is not a problem in the slightest. 80,000 is nothing. 30,000 is nothing worth nothing. Like, it doesn't matter if you have 100 armor or if you have 1,000. Because you're still gonna have overguard for days. If you use enough energy regen, then you can just pop whenever you get low. Now there's not really that many shields. I'm not worried about my shields. I'm just meleeing everything anyway. Like I'm not gonna be worried about shooting things with bolter or anything. I already used to need I just need to melee to do that. So I can keep that bar. So I'm basically invulnerable. If I run out of HP, I'll just consume half that bar. I'll consume 150%. That'll be so much faster. Now I've just got Midas with me. For context, anyone who is curious about Midas, he is a he's a Vulpaphyla. Specifically a Panzer Vulpaphyla. He's a Crescent Vulpaphyla specifically.
Get to a terminal.
He is a 4x4, so he's got all the resistances baked into him. Actually pretty decent. 45% goes hard against all basic elements. And he's got basically a whole bunch of format added to him by default. But stuff that I actually want to put onto him.
Upload me and prepare to defend.
So he's pretty good.
This will take a moment.
Another thing to note about him, I have to say, you're like, oh, he's a Crescent, he's got Panzer Head. Yeah, he's got Sly Vulpaphyla energy, he's got a Crescent body, and a Panzer Head. I was trying to get a Panzer with a Crescent body, or a Panzer with the Crescent Head. I got the Crescent with a Panzer Head. It's a little unfortunate, but it's Midas, so we love it. Lucky enough to get an imprint from someone in the past.
Still working on it.
Basically bred up a 4x4, gave him his sibling. I got a couple imprints, and eventually gonna try and breed another one that's gonna be an actual Panzer instead of a Crescent, because I had to take the Panzer I got, and I bred it with a wild caught Crescent. With the traits, the physical traits that I wanted. Namely the scales and the tail. Wait, he's got the ones that he has. But then from there, there's 3 specific things. This is the way it works like Predazites as well, for context. Anyone that does Predazite breeding and wants to know how they work.
I protect your sacred crowns.
So you'll have 3 specific parts to them.
Keep moving.
You have the head, the body, and the energy. For context, a Sly Vulpaphyla has that pinkish color, a Crescent would have that purplish color, and the Panzer would have that orangish. So this one we know it's a Sly, because he has it by default as well. Like I haven't changed his color palette or anything. Like he just looks the way he came out, essentially. Which is base crescent. Otherwise, it'd be a lot more orange in color. Mark, so these people might not be close enough to see it, but whatever. Shred anything that breathes. That's kind of how Valkyrie works.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Work for that basically that infinite duration if you're gonna get up and after.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
Very easy to take time because I think it's like 3 seconds for any enemy that you kill. At the very minimum, you can easily get over a minute worth of time with it. Plus, just all the boosts that you get make it well worth it. We're at 26%. Like, I know there's some people love combos, some people don't. Like, I'll take combos if I need it for, like, hate, for instance, or like if I'm doing for a crit specific thing, like with my Motivore. Yeah. Like this one, I wasn't caring as much about, you know, oh, whether I have a 10 combo or I have a 220 combo for the multiplier. I feel like I'm running specifically to like I want, you know, a 200% straight extra, I want 20% straight extra, or something like that. Not the emote that I wanted to do, but it works. What do I do next? I think we'll just run another. Well, like, I think there's still the defense mission available because it's once per hour.
Another job well executed.
I think we got Endo off of this because I don't see any. And like 4,000 is a lot. I think it's like 4,000 Endo that you can get. Or like 2,000. I'm gonna check. Yeah, 4,000, I was right. Like, I didn't see this Kuva, I didn't see the booster, I didn't see any ribbons or sculptures, I didn't see any blueprints for anything, and I didn't see a core. Yeah, I think it was the Endo. Alright, well, we got available defense. Station, Eris. I'm trying to think how big that area is. Valkyrie's actually really good for defense missions. Well, I have set up, so I think I might take her. I'll take Strun because it's a shotgun. I'm gonna swap this out. I'm gonna bring Hate along for the Incarnon. Hate Incarnon's pretty good. Take the arbitration. We'll see if we can get, you know, 6-9 rounds in. After that, I think we might call it, though. Because it will be close to time.
Fight this arbitration as any mortal creature would. There are no second chances.
And I get second chances if I get to 150%. To be fair, this guy's the important one. If he dies, it's game over. I know that because they made the level lower, he's also lower level as well. Because normally he'd have like 60 or 80,000 HP. It's really easy to get things on too. I just need kills from my teammates not to take them. Not just for combo, but also just in general. I think I'm out of combo, we got a problem. Six-time combo. relatively low enemies. Red 9 times combo. We have that blue built in there. It's gonna be easy. Do all that. Did a massive hit.
This test has only just begun.
Now we have Hate and Carnage active.
Extraction is ready.
Marking Tinker, that's not
Unless
too
you can
bad. I need
handle
more
more
of
of
that
the enemy.
anyway.
Keep fighting.
So you need
Another
21 copies,
opportunity
unless
to
it's like a
extract will
3-er
appear
like
soon.
one of the Exodios. You're gonna need 21 mini Archons to rank 5. I'm like, yeah, I know you can buy it for Fire Assassins, but it's like, it's not really worth it. This, my cloth, I'm kind of going to for right now, because the fact that I like the scythe and I already got charged up. So to be fair, it does switch between melee weapons, so if I were to hold this, I'd still have a 3 times combo going. Because obviously Valkyrie needs to actually be able to eat without people taking the kills. I don't mind sharing, but it's just like I need that combo to actually keep my stuff up. I need constant fresh bodies. Styanax? Yeah, Styanax. Styanax did his thing. Oh yeah, I know Styanax is supposed to get his thing too. Why don't we take Gyre right now? Go find some enemies and I'll pop it right in front before I go murder all of them. This is no problem. I just have to be killing things, hitting things. That's really shredding. Okay, on top of this. Go on top of the Gloom on top of that. Yeah, I know, Valkyrie with Gloom, weird. Really good for defense
Your
missions
potential
though.
blossoms. Continue the arbitration.
Not bad, Discipline's kind of mid. I could sell it though, I know some people will buy it for like 10 platinum, 5 platinum. It gets the job done.
Defend. You will be rewarded for your bravery.
I don't know, I got stuck in the thing. Look, I figure I really ripline over it, so like, I don't really see myself using the ripline a lot. Paralysis, I think, does like use armor stripping and vulnerability. Not that I really need to use it, but it's a good backup card if everything goes to heck in a handbasket. If it just goes to hell in a handbasket. Someone actually wants to play them. Buy that mod. Peculiar Bloom mod. If you want to do a funny, they didn't have anything better to put on. I can understand that. Goes for one with an Exilus mod. I don't have any. It's slap it. My voice cracked. I'm fucking for a while. Nah, I'm drinking this water. I probably need to. I'm still rambling. To be fair, this is half of what you guys watched me for to begin with. The other half that aren't watching you hear me ramble, I don't know what you're doing. To be fair, I hope it's a lot less than half. I hope it's basically no one's like doing that. No, okay, on the topic, I think I mentioned before, like in the past once or twice, I'm like, there are people out there that hate watch like YouTubers, streamers, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, why do you do that to yourself? Like, I genuinely hope no one hates watching things. like, you deserve better than that. Even if you don't like me, you know, I guess I'm not gonna appeal to everyone. That's fine. Like, I hope no one's out there actively hate watching me where it's like, I hate you, but I'm gonna watch it anyway. So it's like, I'd rather just not have to do you or the audience member or anything there if you're just like actively doing it and torturing yourself in that sense. So it's like, even if you're doing it to spite me specifically, you know, please don't. It's gonna be one thing I ask anyone, please don't hate watch me. Can't stop you, but treat yourself better than that. You deserve better.
Extraction is ready.
Would be tempting.
Unless you can
Okay, we'll do one more.
Continue to defend. You will be
We can do one
rewarded for
more.
your bravery.
Set of waves. 3 more waves and we're done. But that'll at least be. And I'm like, this is also why I got fixed the flaws as well. Is to get the stupid arbitration drones. That's another thing too. They're just immune to Warframe abilities, and I know that Valkyrie's flaws count as an ability. This is this area. Something to keep on the site. I'm sure that we're doing dummy amount of damage, I'm the target. Melee kills the next stuff anyway. I know I get a higher bonus if I have this area active. But still noteworthy with the regular. I'd rather have to constantly, I'd rather be consistently have raw bonus and constantly turn on and off and on and off. It will eat my resources. That third arcane slot. I wish there was a way to get a third arcane slot. Yeah, third arcane slot. I think like there's some ones I have, but I'm like I love something like a blessing on Iron. So I think I have the one character. I got blessing that's out here. That's intentional because I know she got a whole bunch of HP and not a lot of shields. Because she actually makes really good use of blessing. Yeah, it's not like aiming it very well, but actually I don't. No, this is regular. What am I saying? Regular, not the incarnate. But we'll be like, okay, here I'll trade the projectile. To be fair, I could probably get the cards very easily because I have double combo count, so instead of 100 hits, I need 50. This is better than the initial 30 combo count, but it's still 70 hits anyway. And only if I have certain earpieces on. Farther away than I should be. If you're looking. A lot better, a lot more damage from closer, but just getting hit from all the way back there. Just directly on top of me. Not the light assessment, too. We love the light assessment. Not only is this effective going to get Grendel base eventually, for that nourish, the helmet, which is going to suck. But also it's because there's a lot of really good stuff like Archon Raven. You can get certain you can get the mods like the galvanized mods, which are pretty important.
Reinforcements available.
Yeah, we're done.
Choose to leave
We got 2400 endo though. That is delicious.
Very impressive, Tenno. You
Yeah,
held
6
them
fight
all
assessments
back.
out of it too.
Time to get
100k. 100k, it's solid. Combat discipline's kind of whatever, as I said. I'll probably just end up selling that off. Because combat discipline. I don't personally use it. I know if you have like 4 people using it in a squad together, you lose a little bit of HP for every kill, but then everyone else gets HP. You can just give yourself so much HP if you have everyone close by together, like on a defense mission. And then everyone's relatively close. Everyone has combat discipline. It's like, well, you're not gonna be the only one getting kills, so you're gonna be getting, you'll be losing HP pretty decently, but you'll also be getting a ton back. So it'll be pretty sustainable. It's just when you use it by yourself, it's not that great. Because even 2 people using it is pretty good. I'm gonna some Sevi. Quanta. So I'll probably do later this week is I'll probably end up going ahead and like doing this and finishing leveling these. Actually, what I'll probably do is I'll just bring, I'll bring Valkyr actually, because Valkyr's pretty good. And I know that Hysteria will level all 3 of these at once. That's the big thing. Like, yeah, I got this on there. Like, it ain't great. It gets the job done for the moment, but it's not got great DPS.
Operator. Now get out there and
Cut
down
and make the Lotus proud.
Slap something on here real quick, because the stance will at least help a little bit. Central bleed. Machete. We got slash, buzzkill. Jagged edge. Pressure point is cheaper than the base. Only reason I have it on the other one when it's the same is because the fact of then when I can finish leveling this, I'll worry about it. This I'm not gonna even bother getting a Riven for or anything like that to keep. I'm not gonna be like formatting it. So at that point, it doesn't matter to me. Attack speed 1. I'll put Virulent Scourge on there just for some poison damage. That's good enough then. Gets the job done. But yeah, that was pretty fun. We had a good time overall. Actually, is there anything else I can claim from Foundry that I can? Is there anything I want to build? So I guess we got 41 formulas. I came in like 10, maybe 12. I'm happy. I got plenty. Do need more air support charges though. And I'm like, I could burn out. I need to be fair. I'm probably gonna put. Yeah, I'll do that right now. I'll burn out 7,000, but like it'll cover me for a while.
Are you visualizing a bloody battle?
Because it's covered me for months.
Me too.
For thing there. Like, sure, I does suck to lose 7,000, but I know like the overall resources come out to either the same or better depending on what the resource is in specific. So we take it as it is. We take it as it is. That Always is 19. So, like, I'd love to go ahead. Whatever. It's like I do have my Itzel maxed out. I do like my Itzel. I'm gonna keep using that unless I can get myself a Odinata Prime. Like, I gotta do all that stuff. Actually, while we're still here, before we do end things off.
Hey.
The cred offerings. Cause like I feel fine with 19. If you don't have that, you definitely want that. You can take either of these anytime. These can get anytime, as long as there is a night wave going on. I still find this hat this helmet very funny. It looks like bunny ears. I find that very funny. Rabbit. To be fair, it's the same way I like this mask, this helmet as well, the Harlequin one. Skins. This really disappoints me. It always figured it was like wings there, and you see it's like horns, and it's like oh. I have this one. I actually don't have the parts to finish building it, but it does look kind of cool. You got the eyes right there, and you got the mustache. Goofy. Pistol Scavenger, Dizzying Rounds, Combat Reload, Deadly Maneuvers, Wild Frenzy. Wild Frenzy's gimmicky, but you can get so much. Spring Fire will shoot with 400 until that's empty. To more 100% the ammo. Like, yeah, that's crazy. You can get so much value out of this if you know what you're doing. It is very gimmicky, though, but you can get so much value out of it. Like, I know this can be thing too. Wolf Beacon's kind of worth it because I know he has some really good drops, but I know there was also a couple of cases where I fought him. You get decorations, you get scenes, like that. You get some of the plates. Those plates are actually pretty nice looking, I will say, all things considered. Not like I'll be able to get them this week because I would need 3 levels because I would need, cause I get 55, I'll get 70, and then I would get 85 to get there. But I'm like, in the future I might pick that up. So I do have this one for 75, and I bought it because it was good back. Purging, okay, we've got there. Purging Slash isn't too bad for Excalibur, and I think it also counts for Umbra as well, because Excalibur Umbra is basically Excalibur Prime. Obviously, they actually released an actual Excalibur Prime, so they had to create something with Umbra. Marilock, Kata, Brainstorm on Headshot. I know some people use this one as well, like the Brainstorm combo alongside the Wild Frenzy. Because you can just get some constant, consistent efficiency, and it will work out pretty nicely anyway. So I'm like, kind of there. I don't really use the Grakatas, but I do have them just in case I ever do want to or something. To be fair, I think it's this one is, yeah, I guess it's Grakatas. Prism Guard, Mirage. Change to 4 seconds, but it falls above. It's not too bad though. Still need to get Mirage eventually, because I would love to get.
That's all we have time for.
On the actual. I'm getting distracted, I know, but like what we got available for Resurgence.
Let's talk about the good stuff.
Zephyr and Chroma again.
For all time's sake.
Fair. Mag Prime and Nova Prime. I actually have like I think like 2 or 3 of Mag Prime's parts. I actually do want Nova Prime, so I'm definitely gonna. I have 33. I'm definitely gonna be picking up some relics for those. So absolutely gonna be worth it. Okay, there's some cool stuff. You get like the Necroloid bundle, or Anesthesia. Like this was kind of funny looking. Titan, Cartilage, and Nectar. But obviously, there's like stuff that you have to actually spend money for, like this or this or this. So. When was this? I'm gonna take this.
Oh, glad
I
to
don't
see
mind
it
that.
back in action.
I don't recall seeing this ever. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Get all the Verve stuff. Just forget what drone's from. Also, absolutely worth picking these up. Spectaca and Potentia give you so much color options. If you don't have them available, it's great for new players. Because you can get Aya from doing bounties, especially if you can get like some of the upper bounties. It's very possible that you can do a bounty for like 2 hours and walk out with like 20 Aya. I've done it before. And if you have that double duplication thing, and it gives you the resources, and it gives you double Aya, ooh, you're eating so good. So you get skins, Shawzin. If you don't have a Shawzin, you can get one for free. Get themes for characters. These are the only 2 that I would say aren't worth it. Like 5 Void Traces for an Aya is awful, and 5 Ducats for an Aya is awful. But it is worth it. But yeah, before I get too distracted, let's go into the actually, let's go into here. I've not seen what Rhino's flower looks like. I'm curious. Oh, I know one right here. This is his flower right here. There's a lot right because like an Ember's right here. That one's new. So I got a handful of guys now. Hello, Razu. The little scuttler. Carrying the mystic drone. He's doing his thing. As long as he ain't trying to infest anything. My boy Flagellacanth and Kuth all over here. Let's go hang out with Flagellacanth right here. But yeah, thank you all for popping by. As I said, for tomorrow, we'll end up doing Hitman, World of Assassination. I want to redo Sapienza, because we basically kind of just rushed through it at the end, and just accidentally killed a whole bunch of people that we shouldn't have either. And you know the expression. Well, actually, I'll go over that tomorrow. There's a certain expression though that we're gonna be trying to make like. But yeah, we'll see. It should be fun. So yeah, with that all said, take care, Haplings. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be seeing you all next stream. Bye bye.